We are revamping our vocabulary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sandra in on it. Sandra, we're having a conference. We were talking about people got issues about like light skin within the Black community, light skin versus dark skinned women, and people, primarily light skin versus
Yeah.
dark skinned women, and that colorism, featurism, first your nose, like a lot of men were saying they don't like Black women anymore. They don't want their children to look like, Black children. They want they like that mixed race. And so that's the colorism, futurism, and texturism. So they don't want a lot of, again, not all, but a lot of Black men were saying they like going with mixed biracial women or non-Black women because the texturism, they don't want their kids to have the nappy hair. And so it's basically that's what she said. It got her so messed up because she didn't know these was issues in the Black community. And apparently only with us, because other societies, they love they love their race and they stay within their race for whatever reason, but if they outside their race, they still don't go outside of their culture and talk about their culture, no matter
Right.
what their women look like. You would never hear them ever degrading their women on a mass level,
Correct.
maybe a few here and there, just a few, if that, but they would never degrade their women or anything in their society, So why do we do it? It's so featurism,
Colorism, and texturism are the new three words I learned last night. And so that's what I'm making light of, because that's what I'm going. I've never walked around with these complexes. I never even thought about this, and I never thought about, oh, Black men just didn't like me because I was Black. You just didn't like me because we are not compatible or anything like that. But I mean, and if people are really serious about this, and I want to bring back to women, just take pride in yourself. Learn to love yourself, and if you don't don't start letting that bother you, and talk to your daughters or your granddaughters about having self pride and self dignity for yourself, and that is their hang up, not your hang up. And it's just so that's what I said. I gotta fight for this cause. I gotta get in the know so I know what I'm fighting for.
Yeah, but it's also like little slight remarks or jokes that Black people have always made. Oh, because you've heard people. Oh, you see, he with her because she light skinned. Or people always make those kind of comments, because I know when I was in school, we had this joke like among my little cohort, where they were referring to me as Black Magic, and I was telling them, that's just how special I am. That's just why people treat me the way that they do, or why men are always trying to do things for me. I'm like, that's just my Black magic. But when I mentioned it to some family members, they even said, well, you're not Black. And I'm like, how the hell am I not Black? I've always been Black. Well, but you're light skinned. So their whole thing was, I'm not dark enough to really consider myself Black magic. But the white people I was with, yeah, they didn't call me Black magic, was it chocolate magic or something like that. So the white people I was going to school with, they could see the chocolate magic and they were okay with calling me that. But the Black people in my family were like, no, because you're not chocolate. And I'm like, if you're gonna start dispensing it from, you have to be a certain dark chocolate or a milk chocolate, or why would you do that? Because no other race is looking at me like, oh, well, she's light skinned. Let's go and let her steal some stuff. No, they still follow me around in the store looking at me like I'm about to steal their stuff too. So if I'm still getting treated the same way, why do the people within my race have to treat me like I chose this? I don't know, if you're Black, you're Black. Black is Black is Black is Black. Whatever range you are in it, even if you mix, you're still Black, because that's what how the world is gonna see you, as a Black, even if you are mixed. That's just how they're gonna see you. Because remember, it was just that one drop of Black blood made you Black back in the day. So it doesn't really matter. I can't figure out.
It matters today. No, I beg to differ. Now, today, it matters. I didn't
Right.
know, and I'm just finding out to a lot of people, it matters. Now they're going by the one Black rule. A lot of Black women are saying, not me, a lot of Black women, the issue is, no, it's not considered Black anymore. So they want them to identify themselves as biracial or mixed, but not Black. Because you have, yeah, no, because they say it's taken away from the black woman who has a black mother and a black father. Whether you're light-skinned or dark-skinned, but you are 100% black. So when you are biracial, they want you to stop saying you are black. No, you're mixed or you're biracial. Because no, you're not black. Because if you're black, and because no, you're too light. That's just the thing that we're trying to deal with. I mean, we finding out this is what the news world is. You know, they're not looking at you as a black woman.
That's not something new. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that or not, but that's not something new. That's always, because people have always asked me if I was mixed, and I just, because I used to say, yeah, I'm mixed with Black and African American. And then they would have to stop and think, ain't that the same thing you asked me for? Go about your business and leave me alone.
You have to say it the right way, because because Carla and I were saying, we know that's probably been a topic people have been dealing with for a long time. So we're like, where have we been? Because as dark as I am, and we're dealing with not just being dark and being big at the same time, and that never stopped us. You know, I never had a shortage of boyfriends, and marriage number 2, apparently I never had a shortage of husbands. So I hope that, you know, so I'm just like, where was all this going on? Because I didn't know those was issues that I was supposed to be concerned about, because I'm going on living life.
Right.